And for oftentimes, when we do get scarred in life, from a job, from a company, from a friend, from a family member, we oftentimes never go or revert. But you know the great thing about never reverting is you get to dictate what your future look like, at least from your own efforts. And just like that, we are back with another episode of And Another Thing with your host, Devon Clark, brought to you by Inspiration Above. Yeah, we back, y'all. Hey, what Luther Vandross say? Wait for love. Love take a long time. Yeah, we got a good one today. That's a little hint about what's everything about today. But Greetings. Happy Wednesday to you. I hope today was a blissful day. I hope you grew and grown a lot from yesterday, right? You experience growth every day. How y'all feeling? How you feeling? Okay. One thing I can say before we get into the episode today, I'm a huge, I would call myself a huge extrovert, right? Like I love people. I love, making new connections. I love shaking hands. I love high-fiving. Like I feed off that. Somebody was just talking to me about that yesterday. And I was like, absolutely. I love being around people. I love, connecting and, all that fun stuff. But in this season of my life, I've truly been enjoying just like my own peace. I've truly been enjoying the stillness of life. I've truly been enjoying the calmness of life, right? And I think what it is I had to first be conscious about me not being still. I think I had to be aware. I had to take ownership and say, hey, listen, you have not been all the way still just in your life in general, in a lot of areas. You have gotten very comfortable with chaos. Very comfortable. And I think there's a lot of us out there that get really, 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 really comfortable with chaos, right? So when I was, on the sales floor, transportation, right? I still in transportation for sure, but when in a different way, when I was, booking all those loads and it was so much chaos going on every day that I expected chaos. And I got so comfortable with it, and I was like, no, but let me not move like this just yet. Let me go ahead and move like that because I know it's going to be a domino effect. And you get so comfortable with chaos that you forget how to go sometimes. And how many of us are doing that in our personal lives and our relationships where we get very comfortable with chaos, where we don't even, maybe somebody may raise their voice at you and you you just, you still face with it, and not in a still face as in, I'm not going to allow them to break my character, right? But still face as in oh, this is just what I'm just used to. Nah, you can't be used to that chaos right there. You need to get up, you need to leave, you need to go, whatever the case may be. But yeah, I just want to share that interesting fact. I think I might start doing interesting facts. Something that I learned today. Yeah, I think I might start doing that every episode. Let me know what y'all think. Definitely make sure you all leave a review. But as always, this podcast is for anyone out there going through some type of struggles, right? Like you're attempting to figure out how to breathe. You're attempting to figure out how do I get from 60 feet deep to 40 feet deep, from 40 feet deep to 20 feet deep, from 10 feet deep back to the surface. How do I do that? And as always, our advice and strategies are all subjective, and nothing is actually proven. But please give your honest feedback and honest opinion. Leave a review. Make sure you download it. This podcast is for an auntie, an uncle, a brother, a cousin, a mother, a sister, a father who may be struggling with something and attempting to figure out how to grow. Maybe you got out of prison and you want to find something to listen to on a daily, because we give daily inspiration. This just may be the podcast for you. Right? You ready? Okay. And another thing, love is on the way. Love is on the way. Ooh. Y'all gonna find out that one topic conversation that I do really, 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 really like to talk about is love. Right? Like that's my favorite. Ooh, Lord Jesus. That is one of my, if not the one of my favorite topics to talk about in life, which is love. I'm a big lover of love, and not just like that intimate love. Like I love seeing my friends win in life. I love that. Ooh. Man, I see one of my dogs just won a contract, whatever. One of my guys, my credit guys, they doing their thing. Like, bro, congrats, bro. Not even because, some folks, I think some folks might say like, man, man, I love to see that because it shows me what I can have, right? Like, okay, cool, like whatever. I'm a big believer in like, what's for me is for me, what's for you is for you. But I really love it genuinely because it's just like, bro, you don't know what that person has gone through. Have you all ever truly, genuinely been happy for somebody else? Like genuinely. Have you genuinely ever been happy for someone? Like so happy that you say, bro, I love you, bro. Like I love this for you. I love this new journey for you. Homie to homie, brother to brother, friend to friend, sister to sister, mother to mother, father to father. Like, yo, I'm happy for you and I love this for you, right? I think sometimes we grow, we get stuck in places sometimes, right? Maybe a heartbreak. Maybe that person doesn't view you as an asset anymore. Maybe you in a place in your life right now where you're just feeling like you're drowning. And it feels like it's no help. It feels like this is the it. This is the end. I'm sorry. It feels like, okay, it is what it is. Y'all, I know. I've been there for sure. Still, we all grow through those things sometimes. And sometimes those thoughts may come, right? But I'm here to tell you today that love is on the way. And not just intimate love, right? Not just that, that husband and wife, that woman and, that woman and man, that man and woman love, right? But that love for life, again, is on the way. The love for life for you is on the way. Ooh, y'all. Man, I feel like me personally, I was in a season. I think they call it like the wilderness season. As always, I'm still learning the Bible a lot more on a day-to-day basis. But that wilderness season, right, where it's like it just feels like you enduring loss after loss after loss after loss after hoop after hoop after hoop after hoop. And I've experienced that before, in my opinion, what I believe was a wilderness season where it was like, why am I not winning here? Like, I'm a good person. I'm a good man. I'm this, I'm that. And I had to learn a lot about love. I had to learn a lot about, you need to truly forgive this person. Like, you saying you forgave this person, but every chance you get, you talk about that, not in a negative way, but not in the best light. So how do you really love? How do you really forgive? How come you've been holding on to things? You attempting to figure out why hasn't the love for life come back for you, but you keep holding on to the negative parts about you. I had somebody tell me the other day, like do you? And this is me being completely honest, and I think it might resonate with a few of us, right? When it comes to those identities, right? Like who we are as men, who we are as women. This person asked me, like, do you feel some type of way about this? I said, to be honest with you, honestly, no, this thing has just become a part of my identity. And I know I can use it, so that's why I speak about it, or that's why right? And because I haven't never shared that part of my life before on a broader spectrum, like I use it to my advantage. But then we started to think about like, they explained it to me like, yo, that's not, like, you got a false sense, Devon. Like you have to be more aware, and you have to go ahead and create your own identity of what you would like to be and find your own version of true love, bro. Like your love for life, your love for your work, your love for what you do shouldn't be based upon like a I don't know if I'm using the word right, but a vendetta or like some type of like, ooh, I'm gonna show this person. Like that ain't love, bro. That ain't love. And you wondering why love hasn't come to you, right? Not just in an intimate way, right? I keep saying that because, again, when we think of the word love, I think the first thing we think of is a relationship or a man and a woman. But what about the love for life? Like when you go out, have you ever went outside and just took a deep breath and just smelt the air and felt the world? Have you ever loved so diligently that you could feel? I think there's a few of us out there that has been living these past few years, months, week, and haven't been able to feel. Wow. There's a few of us out there that's been just like struggling. There's a few of us out there that's been just surviving. Not thriving, but you just been surviving. And I'm not even talking about financially. Like, that's a whole different topic conversation. I'm talking about strictly that love, survival for life. Yeah. And one of the most frustrating parts about it is like when you finally realize, like, man, like, okay, I haven't been my best. I haven't been feeling my best. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. I just had a thought that just came across. Sometimes these conversations be so powerful that even me, I check myself like, yeah, man, like you could have done better there. And that's okay. That's crazy, y'all. I just had a real life moment right then and there. A real life realization of like, okay, have you forgiven Divine? How did you really feel there? You haven't been able to feel because you haven't been able to feel love because you haven't allowed yourself to love. Right? That love is on the way, though. I'm here to tell you. It is. It's only on the way if you allow it to be on the way. That's one of the most beautiful parts about this growth that I've been learning is a lot of growth is in our hands. A lot of growth is in our hands. A lot of growth is in our hands, and we are in charge of a lot of the growth that we grow through. Sometimes it's not always auntie and uncle and mom and nephew helping us out. Sometimes it's us making that conscious decision to get help. But oftentimes it's embarrassing to say like, okay, I haven't been feeling love the way I would like to feel it. But now I'm letting you know it's on the way if you allow it. You have to drop your guard. You do. That guard that you have is not helping you. I'm going to say it again. You have your guard up and you wondering why no one is loving you. Well, that's because you have your guard up. Right? Like if you protecting something, what do you put in front of that thing that you want to protect? Typically guards. Guards protect castles. Guards protect front entryways. That's their whole point. Right? But if there's no guard there, how can you allow it to feel? Right? I'm sorry, how can you allow it to not be able to feel? So when it comes to your feelings, yeah, okay, 10 people may, and this is how you got to think about it, man, in my opinion, right? 10 people may be wanting to have the benefits of you. But if you don't allow anybody in, don't you think you may push a great person or a great thing away and self-sabotage yourself? And I had to learn how to love. I had to learn how to have a better love. And again, not just love for intimacy, but love for life. I had to learn. Again, it's a scripture in the Bible where they say, love those who love. I think they say, love those who hate you. Right? I have to read that scripture again, but they're talking about enemies and they're talking about loving those who hate you and all of that. And again, it just taught me like how much love Jesus had for us, even for people who didn't follow him. And I had to kind of break that down and process that. Like, okay, cool. Like, you got to have such a love for life, such a love for growth that you have to feel a certain type of way for people who don't understand you, which is okay. And when I started to have that mindset, a lot of things started to make a lot more sense. Yeah. Listen, the arguments is not worth it. It's not worth it. Spend more time loving. It's okay to have different points of view and even disagreements, but arguing, inviting in hate, man, that's Hate is that lasts a long time sometimes. Again, if you allow it. And for oftentimes when we do get scarred in life from a job, from a company, from a friend, from a family member, we oftentimes never go or revert. But you know the great thing about never reverting is you get to dictate what your future look like, at least from your own efforts. And if you try, oh Lord, no telling where you may end. No telling where you may end up. See, you got this though. You do. I'm rooting for you. You got it. You got this. Learn to love. Learn to allow yourself to feel again. Invite great thoughts into your mind. And invite great feelings. And I know I get it. They hurt you a lot of times. They've let you down a lot of times. They disappointed you a lot of times. But at some point, it has to give. You got to decide what better things do you want for your life. Truly, you're so fearful of getting hurt. You're so fearful of getting hurt. You haven't allowed yourself to feel. When the last time you allowed yourself to feel love? You've been mimicking. You're a great actress. You are a great actor. But when you going to be in real life? This is real life. This is real. And I do believe you deserve to be loved. I do believe you deserve to have that. I do believe you deserve to walk into your office on a Monday morning and say, whew, I'm coming off a big week because I closed this deal or that deal or whatever the case may be. But I know from the past, you haven't allowed yourself. You just constantly draining yourself as far as why it didn't work. And again, as always, I'm talking to myself. Y'all, I didn't even understand. I had spite within inside of me, or not even, spite. But I guess a better word to say is, I didn't understand. I want to figure out the right word. Grudges. Yeah. I had a grudge, and it's not even against the people. It was just against the situation. I had a grudge against the situation. Wow. But what helped me was understand that I get to create a new reality for myself if I allow it. Yes, it happened. Yes. But what did I learn? Yeah. The deed has been done. What can you learn from it? You got this. You got this. Love for you is on the way. Allow yourself to be loved. Allow yourself to feel. It's all scary, right? It's all nerve-wracking. But you never know what's on the other side of you taking that chance on you. If anything, take that chance on you. And if you can't take that chance on you, know that God has you. Your children as well, too. Your family members, your friends. There's people out there that's needing an example. And you just may be that example. You fell down 10 times. Can you get back up again? Can't be beat, won't be beat. You got this. See you next episode. See you.